Text is arguably the most important component in the Vev library, and in this lesson, I'll walk you through the various styling options and properties for the text element. To add text to your design, you can easily access it from the top bar navigation, or by using the keyboard shortcut T. With the element selected, if you simply click onto the canvas, it will automatically set the width of the element to auto, meaning that the container's width will change depending on the content inside. However, if you click and drag, you can specify the width of the element, which will be set to a percentage. When you add text to your canvas, the height will automatically be set to auto, to allow the container to grow and shrink dynamically based on the content inside of it. Text tags, also referred to as HTML tags, form the basic structure of any content on the internet. Inside of Vev's text editor, you can freely choose the text tag you want to use, for headers or body copy. Whatever you choose will be important for your SEO strategy as well as accessibility. When editing the content inside of a text box, you can change the text tag by navigating to the new option that appears in the top bar navigation. Here you can simply select an option to change the tag. You'll see visually that the size and style of the tag will change depending on the styling settings that have been set within the style panel. In order to minimize the amount of text boxes on your project and to make it easier for search engines to be able to crawl the contents of your page, you can insert as many different text tags as you want into a single text box. You can find a full list of the available text tags in the video description below. Inline formatting allows you to add tags to certain parts of a text box. Instead of making a whole paragraph use a certain header tag, you can mark certain words as bold or italic, for example. To do this, simply double-click the text element to go into the text editor. Then, highlight the specific piece of text you want to edit. Once a piece of text is highlighted, you'll see the options appear for inline formatting. The inline formatting menu also allows you to access the AI text assistant. To use it, highlight the desired text, select the AI text assistant option to get a list of available AI writing enhancements. A full list of the available options within inline formatting can be found in the video description below. To style text, start by selecting the text element on your canvas. This will update the style panel on the right-hand side with contextual options for the text element. Within this panel, you'll find various styling properties such as text, padding, and margin. These properties allow you to customize styles per text tag, such as headers and inline text. Once you've opened the style panel, you can easily view and modify these properties. For instance, if you want to change the style of the H1 text, make sure you're using an H1 tag within the content of your text element. You'll then see H1 listed under the text property. From there, you can adjust font, weight, color, and more. Bear in mind the container option for each of these styling properties acts as a parent rule for all of the text tags. For example, if you change the font and color of the container, all of the other text tags will inherit these properties until you go into each of the text tags and change them manually. From the font selection dropdown found in the style panel, you'll be able to browse a list of fonts that are currently available to you. You can also type the name of a font to narrow down your search. By default, this list will show all available fonts based on the following criteria: fonts that are added and given the shared with account status, fonts that are added via the folder settings where this project is located, and fonts that you have uploaded and managed on an individual user basis. To open the font manager from the same drop-down list, click the cog symbol at the top of the list, next to the search function. From this new menu, you'll be able to manage and organize all of your fonts. From the navigation at the top of this menu, you'll be able to search your library of fonts, change the sample text displayed, as well as filter which sources the fonts come from. By default, this will show all fonts, but you can filter down to only show Google fonts, Adobe fonts, custom fonts, or added to project. The main list of fonts you see are broken down into 4 categories. First, we have project fonts. Fonts are added to this area by hovering over a font card and selecting the checkbox. This brings the font to the top of the list, both here and in the previous drop-down menu, so you can access them quicker. Fonts from any source can be selected. Next, we have Google Fonts, and Vev has an integration with Google Fonts, which is a free collection of fonts that are released under open source licenses. You can use them in any non-commercial or commercial project. All fonts available from Google Fonts can be found here. Next up, we have Adobe Fonts, and Adobe Fonts is a service included with a paid Creative Cloud plan. You can integrate this with Vev by creating web projects within Adobe Fonts and syncing the generated API key with your Vev account. This can be managed from the Manage Adobe Fonts button at the top of this panel. When adding an API key from Adobe Fonts, you can also manage whether only you can access the fonts within the web project, or you can choose to share them account-wide. Custom fonts allow you to import and use fonts directly from your local computer, or from a CSS link. When uploading the font, you can choose to share fonts with everyone on the account or keep them personal. This can also be managed by selecting the Edit Font option back from the main Manage Fonts modal. Please ensure when using custom fonts that you have the appropriate license needed for your use case. More information on setting up Adobe and custom fonts can be found within our Help Center, linked in the description below. Within project settings, you can apply a default font. To change the default font, navigate to the project settings via the cog symbol in the bottom left-hand corner. From here, you'll see Select Default Font. From the drop-down menu, select the font you wish to use as the default font in this project.